What is the culture in Washington that allows this kind of stuff to happen? I mean, what is the culture that allows, there's just so much money, it's flowing so freely, it's borrowed, it's not, it belongs to us, and we borrow it from China and from ourselves. Yeah. What is the culture that makes that appropriate?
There's a culture of elitism, and one of the reports coming from the Inspector General said, why do you spend this kind of money for conferences? That isn't just the Muffin, the whole conference. And they said, well, because of the political appointees and the senior executives, just because they are, quote unquote, somebody of high level, then they expect it. Well, it's that sort of elitism and the culture in Washington that we ought to encourage elitism that's wrong. In other words, we ought to bring some of the common sense, the grassroots of America to Washington, and in a democracy and a representative government where I work for the people of Iowa, they don't work for me, or the bureaucrats work for the people, the taxpayers. The taxpayers don't work for them. It's that sort of attitude that has to be changed if things are going to be changed in Washington.
So if firing is the only thing that will change that sort of culture, who wields the axe? Well,
Congress can't fire people, so it's got to be the president. That's where the buck stops. He delegates it to other people. Somebody in the senior corps of executive got to just decide we aren't going to spend $16 for muffins, and anybody does is going to be fired.